Happy Friday, November 10th. Less than 24 hours away from UFC 295, Prohaska versus Pereira. Ooh, this is good, such a good card. Such a good card. And the betting lines are so reasonable. Something we haven't had in quite a while. First, real quick recap of last week's. Who was there's Almeida in Sao Paulo. Ended up down 1 unit, considering I had laid out a total of 16 units, or 16.75. That is not too bad. Of course, so many fights were placed, and a last minute cancellation of a fight that I had 3 units on. Ooh, it was a fun card though until the main event, which was very odd. Uh, but straight bets. I did have a 6 unit bet on Justin Almeida. It wasn't exactly the way I thought it was going to go down, but he won very convincingly. I did have 1.5 units on Mega Madoff, and I do not hate that bet still, especially at plus 240. Probably again when I'm doing these um, higher lines, I should be doing less units. I should not have done 1.5 units, especially against Mahalo. He does have such good fight IQ. I don't mind the bet, but the unit size should have been much smaller. And I had Petrino, 2.5 units to win one. And then I had my parlays, had Gabriel Bonfim to win, and Jonathan Ameda had a parlay there. But uh, Bonfim lost to Dolby. Oh, I thought it was the other Bonfim. I had him down here somewhere. Yeah, then Bonfim lost, and the bookies made a bucks on people betting Bonfim and parlays and straight. So I lost that one. I did have DKC and Petrino in a parlay. That it was 1.27 units, one to win 1.27. And I like Petrino last week. I had Petrino Bukowskis. That fight didn't go the distance, and it did not. 1.75 to win one. And then I had Bonfim by submission. Yeah, I should have just done the by submission, should have not done the parlay, and then I would have only risked the 1 unit instead of three for trying to win one. So still learning, still doing better. And let's see, how do we want to do this? I will just go ahead and show my bets for this week, and we'll talk about a few of them really quick. I have the most bets I've had since I've been doing my tracking betting. And this is going to be realistic to my real life betting this week because in real life I'm going to have a lot of bets. I'm going to have a lot of units. I like this card. The odds are so reasonable. There's some evenly matched fights. There's some good underdogs, and I'm usually not a big underdog player. I'm usually a big favorite player, which is something else I'm trying to change. So let's just go over the straight picks really quick. On the main event, I do have Alex Pereira. He's a minus 125, so 2.5 units to win two. And in real life, I bet Yuri as soon as it came out, where I'm only able to bet at the local casino. I'm not able to do any online betting because of my state, and so I have to wait until they come out. And I only have straight bets available, and that's only 6 days before the bets come out. And then today is the first day I have available any prop bets or anything else. So 6 days ago, I did put in a real life bet on Yuri Prohaska. And after doing a little bit of tape study myself, listening to everyone that I get my information from on YouTube, man, am I terrified about this bet. And so in real life, I have a Yuri Prohaska bet, and I might hedge out on that and just put a little bit on Alex Pereira, so it's a small loss, and I don't have to split the fight at all. Well, let's go over these bets. I do have I have 2.5 units to win two on Pereira. Tom Aspinall, he's probably my favorite fighter in the UFC. I love his skills, I love his attitude, I love a lot about him. As a fighter and as a person, I love his mindset after the injury and where he is right now. And quite frankly, he just has more paths to victory than Pavlovich has. He has a lot more. And the one that Pavlovich has, Aspinall also has. I would absolutely give Pavlovich the edge in power, and maybe in striking. No, yeah, maybe in striking and power, a little bit of an edge. But Aspinall has a lot more movement. He has kicks. He has elbows. He has takedowns. He has wrestling. He has jujitsu. He has cardio. No one really knows because both these guys like to get in and out really quick. The way I see this fight playing out, I believe Aspinall is going to be doing a lot of circling, a lot of leg kicking, a lot of jabbing, and a little bit of grappling. And I don't think he's going to really attempt to take down the first round unless it presents itself. But his game plan, as far as I'm assuming, his first round will be a lot of movement, a lot of jabs, and try to pull out of Sergey a lot of what his game plan is going to be. Get a lot of reactions from a lot of feints. And first round, I think he wants a lot of inaction, a lot of movement, a lot of faking, and just to see what it feels like to be in there with them, to see what his game plan is. And then second round, I see Tom Aspinall going hard, and I think he's going to take it down. I think it's going to be ground and pound, and a little bit like last week. It's going to be up to Sergey how he wants to lose. Does he want to stay on his back and ground pound it, or does he want to flip over to his stomach, give up his back, and get subbed out? And I think second or third round, it's going to be Tom Aspinall. In real life, I'm going to have my biggest bet ever on any fighter. My previous biggest bet was on Jamal Hill when he won the belt in Brazil. Um, and so that was in real life for, I believe, $480, just under $500. So right now I already have 400 on Aspinall. I've been waiting for this line to move, see if it goes up or down. Shocked that it's not moved hardly at all. Like the entire week, both the main event and co-main event, I thought there was gonna be a lot of movement. So I've been waiting to see if it was gonna go up. I'd hammer it really quick. And if people started betting on Pavlovich, I was gonna wait till I got the best line possible. It's just still the same line the whole week. So in real life, I got $400 on it, and tonight or tomorrow, I'll probably put another 300 on them. So it'll be about $700 to win about 600 is about what I'll have on it. But for that track betting, which is this is more reasonable than what I should be betting on. This is the goal. 4 units on Aspinall to win about three, and I do have 4 units on Dern to win two. Probably my least confident bet. Just because Andrade is such a wild card, and if she is back to being focused, she could present a lot of problems, but I still like Dern. Diego Lopes against Sabatini. Sabatini, uh, great cardio, great IQ, good IQ, not great IQ, but great cardio, very good wrestling, and that's about all. Uh, Diego Lopez, a little bit younger, a little bit bigger, a lot faster, better stand up, and has, of course, amazing submissions and ground game, even from Toronto. So if Sabatini can enforce his will and can get it to the ground and have crowd control, he's going to win. If he can't do that for three full rounds, I think Lowe's going to win 1.5 units to win 1.5 units. And then Flava Claus, let's go ahead and put a unit on him. I believe he's a lot more dynamic. He's got some good striking. Sadikov is not going to submit him. So Sadikov is not going to hold him down. He will have plenty of takedowns, I'm sure. And then it's just a stand-up fight. And if it's mostly a stand-up fight, I got Slava Claus. Slava Claus. All right, my pops and parlays. The parlays. I've had no problem doing not ton parlays. And this card doesn't have a lot of big favorites that you would need to parlay anyways if you just because you want action on them. So Emirates versus Bazooka, taking Bazooka by decision. And these are mostly small bets. Plus 440, got a half unit. Kang versus Castaneda, got Kang winning, got point 0.5 units at plus 220. Then we got Gordon versus Madsen. I think that fight is going to decision based on everything they've ever done in their fight career and their age and their ability to finish other people and everything else. It's a huge line, minus 250, 2.5 units to win one. Rebecca versus Roberts. Rebecca, very good fighter, above average in many places, especially striking. He's got a lot of subs, I believe, also. Uh, but he is at a full fight camp, and Roosevelt Roberts, less than a week notice. Less than a week notice, and he missed weight. Well, which I'm not, you know, I don't think you'd be that pissed off at him less than a week notice, and he missed by 2 pounds. That's pretty. If he got all the way down to missing by 2 pounds, and he's huge. Roosevelt Roberts is a big man. I believe Rebecca's 5'7", and Roberts is 6'1", and Roberts in less than a week missed only by 2 pounds. So not that it matters, but I forgive him for missing that weight, and hopefully Rebecca does too. The fight is on. But I don't think it's going the distance. He's a finisher in general. Roberts gets finished a lot in general. And minus 225, I think is actually good value. I actually have a $400 bet in real life on this to win 2 units. But we're just going to go 2.3 to win one. And I really think that this fight does not go the distance. Favola versus Saint Denis. I want to bet everything on this. I want to bet uh, Favola by knockout. I want to bet Saint Denis by knockout. I want to bet it will see the third round. I want to bet both of them are going to finish the other one in the first round. holy shit, I'm excited for this fight. But I can't decide what the hell's gonna happen, man, especially if some of the odds are out there. So I'm just gonna put quarter unit for Bola round one. That's super realistic possibility. For plus 700, we'll just put a couple bucks on that and just so I have something on it because my God, I can't wait for that fight. What a card this is. Then Andrade versus Kern. I don't think that's going to decision either. This is not my most, again, not my most confident bet because Andrade is such a wild card. Just coming into make sure she gets to the finish this time because she is a little embarrassed about the last three fights. Is she in here to go all out and finish McDurn no matter what? Is she, um, did she put all of her heart in this camp? Is she still worried about her divorce? I mean, I don't know. Dern is a lot more consistent. So I do believe I know what to expect from her. With Andrade, no, fight doesn't go the distance. 2.5 units, win a little more than one. Aspinall versus Pavlovich. I just have a couple bucks on here for quarter unit again. Just Aspinall win around two. Same units as for Boulder right on one. Same units. I think it's a. I'm very happy with that. Even if it doesn't hit, even if Pavlovich finishes, if Aspinall finishes in the first round, still a good bet. Then for Hoskins versus Pereira, I think that fight is going to start round three. I don't think it's going the distance, but these light heavyweight fights, it's very rare in the high level ones and the championship fights that it ends in round one. So if it doesn't end in round one, I think it's going to round three or round four. Um, I think Pereira will probably end up doing some good striking from range, a lot of leg kicking and jabbing. And if Prohaska cannot get some good grappling in, get some good dirty boxing in, or some good pushing up against the cage, it's going to be a long night for him. But even though Prohaska's amazingly hittable, I think he'll be able to avoid enough damage the first round or two. So basically, even odds 2 units to win just under 2 units for them. And any other fights that I missed, I mean, my God. Bazooka versus Emers will be a fun fight, but it's going to be in the open air there. Van versus Lewis, I have not seen either of these, but everyone is so excited about that fight. They're 125ers, they're fast, they're exciting, and it's going to be an interesting fight. Castaneda versus King, Gordon versus Madsen. Gordon versus Madsen, since Sadikov and Borishev. Talk about that one. Brady Roberts. Richie Godinez. I do have a 2 unit bet on Godinez in real life. I'm not confident enough to put it on my track bets for this week. But I believe that Godinez, I believe they're very similar fighters. Very similar in just about every way. But I think Godinez has more power, and I believe that it's going to go to decision, and she's going to win more of the big moments. I think the judges are going to lean it towards her. And unless Ricci has a lot of dominant top game on the ground, I don't see her winning the decision. It's gonna go to decision. Costa versus Urzig, I have no take on that. Sabatini Lopez is gonna be interesting. Really interested to see if Lopez can work his game the way he wants, or if Sabatini is going to. Same to need for Bola. Nothing else needs to be said. And then Dern Andrade, Pavlovic, Aspinall, best heavyweight fight in the main for me. You can even leave Jones in there, leave whoever else you want in there. That is the number one fight I want to see. And there it is. Tomorrow, 24 hours. And for Prohaska Pereira for the title. And Pereira at 205. This is not what Pereira lost this week. Pereira at 205 is a scary. And then Prohaska, man. Prohaska is, again, there's a few fights on this card where there's such wild cards. Prohaska is the wild card. Cannot wait for this card. Cannot wait for the main card, especially. Plenty of good fights on the undercard. Um, I hope this helps at all. I hope it's a tiny bit entertaining. But I'm really learning where my better bets are, where my worst bets are, and I'm adjusting them in real life. And these are reflecting those more and more. And I think I'm going to meet my goal by the end of the year. I'm going to have a really good idea what I'm doing mostly wrong and being able to correct it. And in 2024, I want to have positive units. I'm betting on every UFC card like I do throughout the year. And if I can do that, man, this is going to be so worth it. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the fight, and man, good luck out there. It's going to be fucking awesome.